Hello, my friends. It's another beautiful day for which I am so grateful. It is very important to have a mindset and an attitude of gratitude because my experience has been that the more time out I take to express gratitude and thankfulness, the more that I get, the more experiences I get in my life to be grateful and thankful for. So today, I am so grateful for this beautiful fall day. It is October 8th and not too hot, certainly not cold. It's just a beautiful fall day. The breeze feels good, the temperature is just perfect, and I'm so grateful for this. I want to talk to you a little bit today about the benefits, the numerous health benefits, overall health benefits or overall benefits of fasting. I was in New York recently to celebrate um, in a baby shower. And, when you go to those parties, one can end up eating a whole lot of stuff that one doesn't normally eat. And one thing I do, even though I eat very clean at home, if whenever I go out, whether I go to a party or go out to dinner or go out with someone, um, I generally eat whatever I feel like eating because it doesn't happen often. And there's some things I just won't have, like I won't have bacon, a sausage, and those kind of things. I consider them to be really bad poison. Pork, I won't. But if I feel like having chicken or steak or fish or cake, which I do love, by the way, I just don't buy them because I love cake so much. Cookies and crackers and those things, I like them. I just don't buy them because I know they're not good for me. So a couple weeks ago, I was out of my norm. I was in somebody else's house, and I pretty much just ate whatever was available for 2 weeks. So when I came home, I felt like I needed to kind of detox and cleanse my body of those things that I had consumed that I know weren't good for me and kind of made me feel sluggish. So I decided to do a fast. That was one reason. Also, there were some situations in my life that I needed to get a breakthrough for. So I decided to fast and pray about that situation, pray for a breakthrough, and for the week. So this is the fast that I decided to do. I decided that I would have one meal a day, and that meal would be a bowl of oatmeal, um, the regular oatmeal, not instant oatmeal, a bowl of oatmeal with a ripe banana for 1 week. I started Monday and I ended the fast Friday evening. So Monday I had a bowl of oatmeal with a ripe banana. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I ended my fast with some sauteed lentils and a salad. And I know the benefits of fasting. I know the spiritual benefits of fasting. I know the physical benefits of fasting. I know the emotional and psychological benefits of fasting because I have been fasting on and off for about 7 years now. I started fasting when I was going through a traumatic situation about in 2012. And also, I was forced into fasting because my body was in a crisis and I could only consume boniato sweet potato and Publix purified water, and that's all I could take for 2 weeks. That was when I was very, very sick. And I realized that that was a forced fast. My body forced me into fasting in order to heal. Now, If you notice, whenever you're sick, your body, you don't feel like eating. Most times, a lot of times, you don't even feel like drinking. It's because the body is trying to reset itself. Now, I did that fast for Monday and broke the fast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and broke the fast Friday evening. And during that short time, I didn't weigh myself, but I know I lost quite a bit of pounds, inches. I was so much more clear-minded. The first day, I felt hungry, but whenever I felt hungry, I would have some tea or some warm water with lemon, and it would just go away. And then I would go to bed after I ate the oatmeal, etc. I would go to bed about 9 o'clock after spending some time in meditation and prayer. And I wasn't stressing whatever it is I was praying about. I didn't stress it. I just kept giving God thanks for a breakthrough in that situation. I also, during that fast, because I was fasting and praying for breakthrough in a specific situation, I I selected a scripture from the Bible because I'm Christian. I selected a scripture from the Bible, and I would repeat that particular verse from the Bible throughout the day. The scripture goes like this. I'm trying to remember where it's taken from. I don't quite remember where it's taken from, but it says, "But God gave them rest on every side." God gave them rest on every side, and there was no longer any calamity or war from the enemies. Something like that, I paraphrase. So I would keep giving God thanks for rest on every side and peace with my enemies, which most times our enemies are not people. Our enemies are our fears and or anxieties or stress. So I was giving God thanks for rest from those situations. And that helps to recenter you. I was drinking a lot of fluids, a lot of water, a lot of lime and or lemon and water. And that helps to detox your body physically. I didn't have any bowel issues that time during that fast, no heartburn, no craving during that time, and I could just feel my body physically detoxing, and I could just feel my mind, my thought getting nice and clear and nice and clear and nice and clear, and I just start feeling a sense of peace and harmony with me, myself, God, and nature. At the end of the fast on Friday, I felt very centered, I felt like I was at ease. I was settled. My spirit, my mind felt settled. My body felt healthy. And I felt like I had gotten a spiritual breakthrough for whatever it is was bothering me. I wasn't having any butterflies in my tummy or my chest. I just felt very at peace. I also felt very energetic. During that time of fasting, I felt very, very energetic. I wasn't weak. Whenever I felt a little tired, I would take a little nap, maybe for 10, 15 minutes, or just lay down. But I didn't feel weak during that time of just having a bowl of oatmeal and the ripe banana. I would add the ripe banana to the oatmeal. Interestingly enough, I was speaking with my neighbor, and she told me that I know she's diabetic, and she also has kidney disease and high blood pressure and the common disease conditions that's so common in the United States. And she was telling me that one of the things that plagues her a lot is bowel issues, digestive issues. And she told me that for 4 or 5 days she did not move her bowel, couldn't move her bowel. She was very distended and bloated with gas. Went to the hospital, and they kept her for 3 days. And what she told me they did is that they put her on just liquids. She said just water and like apple juice, tea without anything. You could add a little sugar or a little sweetener in it. But essentially, I said to her, they put you on a fast because for 3 days, all she could consume was clear liquids. That's any liquid you can see through clearly. Black coffee without creamer. Um, it could be apple juice, water, lemon and water, cranberry juice, that kind of thing. Um, and that's what they did. And she said she moved her bowel. She said all the drug they gave her never worked because she has a bunch of constipation stuff at home that don't work. But she confessed to me that she doesn't drink enough water anyway, and her doctor keeps telling her that she needs to drink water, but she likes soda, so she doesn't really drink water. She also told me that they sent her home after the 3 days she had bowel movements, and then they told her to go home and to only have soups and oatmeal. No, she said she doesn't like oatmeal, so she had grits. And so all she had for 2 days were soups and grits. When I was in the hospital, that was called full liquid. Okay, so 5 days of just liquid stuff, no solids, no meats, nothing of that sort. And that reset my neighbor and friend's digestive tract, where she said after that she was just having bowel movements every day. She feels better, she has more energy, and she just feels better. And I told her, I said, they put you on a fast. So fasting is very, very good for us. And fasting does not always mean just drinking water for 3 days or liquids for 3 days. You could choose one food item, for example, and you could say, okay, so I'm just going to use oatmeal since we're talking about oatmeal. I could have said I'm going to fast just on oatmeal 3 days a week. 3 days, 3 times a day, I'm sorry. So I could have said I'm going to have a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, a bowl of oatmeal for lunch, and a bowl of oatmeal for dinner. And I'm going to do that for 5 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, whatever length of time I decide to do it. That would have been a fast. I once read that the man wrote his story. He had some major health issues, and he went to see a naturopathic doctor who told him to go on a ripe banana fast. And the man said that he would blend and juice ripe banana, and that's all he would have for 30 days. And whatever his health condition was, it was reversed. So fasting is very, very important. And like I said, it doesn't always necessarily mean that all you drink is just water or just liquids for 3-4 days. You can fast on one particular food item. Usually it's best that you do so with something that's healthy. But I have heard of people who go on coffee fast, like all they drink or all they consume for a week or 2 weeks or however long they decide to fast was just coffee. Somebody told me that they read that the monks used to do beer fast. I'm not recommending that at all. I'm just saying fasting is giving your body, your spirit, your mind a rest from that which we are addicted to, which food is our biggest addiction. You could fast from your phone. You could fast from television. You could fast from anything that beset us, that we're addicted to, that we just just kind of has our attention all the time. And one of our biggest issues in this society is an addiction to food. So I strongly suggest that you try fasting. A very common type of fast that folks are doing nowadays, they call it intermittent fasting, where you eat for like 16 hours and then nothing for the other 8. So I know a friend of mine had done it for a while and was diabetic, and the diabetes was reversed. So essentially he would stop eating at 8 o'clock at night, or 8 o'clock, 10, something like that, and he wouldn't have anything else. No, I think you eat for 8 hours and then you don't eat anything for 16. Okay, so for 8 hours during the day he would eat, and then for 16 hours he would not eat. And the diabetes, the blood sugar issue was reversed, stabilized, lost weight, and was just overall doing better. The challenge is that most of us are inconsistent with these practices. So diabetes that was reversed comes back because we go back to our poor eating habit. So I recommend that you consider some kind of a fasting. Fast from cookies, fast from crackers, fast from bread, fast from sugar, fast from rice, fast from meats. You can fast from anything. Many people give up flesh for Lent, okay? During Easter season, folks don't have any kind of flesh and have seen significant improvement in their health, in their digestive tract, in their spirit, in their mind, and some never go back to eating meat, and some do with some modification. Fasting is very good for us physically, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically, and it is something that has been practiced for thousands of years by people all over the world, and they get excellent result. In the background, what you see is a rosemary bush. I grow rosemary. It's very easy to grow, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the health benefits of rosemary. Now, this is a good tea to have during fast. It's a good tea to have, period. But it really detoxifies the body and cleanses the blood. Now, rosemary has a lot of health benefits from your head to your toe. It helps the cognition, makes the mind and the thinking clear. It strengthens the brain. It helps the cardiovascular system. It increases our immune system. It's great for digestion, for digestive health. And many cultures, the women use the rosemary tea in their hair because it makes the hair nice and healthy. It's also good for the skin, clarifies the skin and makes the skin really, really healthy. It has a lot of antioxidants, vitamin C, minerals, and lots of very good nutrients that is good for our bodies. So rosemary is not just good for cooking. I cook with rosemary every day. In fact, today I cooked with rosemary. I took those leaves off. I just pulled them off, saute them with my onion, garlic, tomato, etc. in the oil, and then add my lentil and sauteed all of that, and it really gives it a delicious flavor. Plus you're getting all the great nutrition from the rosemary. So what you would do is take a handful of this rosemary. You can put the stem, leaves, everything in some hot water, bring it to boil for about 10 minutes, turn off the stove and let it sit for a few hours, and then sip it as a tea. You can add a little honey, and it's really, really delicious and very, very nutritious, and it's easy to prepare. If you don't have the real rosemary plant, you can buy dried rosemary in the supermarket. Everywhere has it, and it's very, very cheap also. Okay, take care. God bless you, and remember that your food is your medicine, and your medicine is your food. Your health is your greatest wealth, and we don't realize how important our health is until we lose it or it's threatened. And people who have money and don't have health, they'll tell you any day they would swap the money for their health. Because when you're healthy, it keeps you independent. You don't have to rely on other people, and you can do whatever you feel like doing whenever you feel like doing. And also you can save some money Keep your money in your pocket rather than be spending your money on drugs and health and going to the doctor and healthcare and that kind of stuff. Okay? So take care of you. Only you can take care of yourself. You are your best doctor. Take care and God bless you. Bye bye.